I got Yo, I'm chilling right now.
The way you touch it, you amazing. You got me tripping and flipping like on the Matrix. And every time I'm around you, we get a mating. I'm like, ooh, what it do? I want you, I like you.
This is your boy Ronnie, aka Ron Dingo with 2 O Twitch. This is my first official tier list for Don't Starve, so this is my opinion, so don't get mad or anything. I'm just throwing out some facts. I'm about to try to make this video as short as possible, probably try to be less than 15 minutes hopefully, and I'm gonna just try to make it short with some pros and cons with every character. So let's start off with my man's Maxwell. Maxwell's alright. His pros, he got Shadow Clone Jutsu, where he can have his own Shadow Clones, up to 3 of them jumps. And he got a fighting one, a digging one, and a chopping one. Another pro is he has a constant sanity rise. Like, that boy is not scared of nothing. Nothing gonna make that boy go crazy. A con is he has low health. I think his jump's like 75, but that jump's hella low. But I would say he is after all that, he's a B tier. Because it's not like he's like super great, but it's not like he's super bad. But we'll go on to the next. We got my man's Walter. His pros, he got the Blicky, so he got that slingshot with endless clips, honestly.
Blicky got the stiffy up.
Because you can make ammo out of anything. And then he got his man's Wabi, and he's basically a Chester slash horse, if you want to say, slash beefalo if you want. And he can tell stories. That's not really too crazy. He be just talking about how he be in the hood, but obviously the other characters are interested because since their sanity rises. His cons though, he loses sanity when he gets hit, and the weakest one is he allergic to bees. Another con is his hair is actually hella nappy too. So after all that, I'm gonna put that boy A tier. He's pretty good. I would pick him. And this is my main man, Warley. This is my main. This is who I always use. If you see me in any of your lobbies, I'm always using Warley. Or my solo season, I'm using Warley. His pros is obviously something that none of these characters have is seasoning.
Wow, what the season is tonight.
Fam, that's salt.
I know, it's so spicy.
I don't know why they got all these crockpot recipes without no seasoning. So, you know, he got season make you stronger, defense better, chop faster, health, you know, all that other stuff. And he has a portable kitchen. He puts all that junk in his backpack, a whole crock pot and all that other good stuff. And he has his own special recipes, which he shares. Excuse me. And his cons is he only can eat crock pot food.
Oh, delicious.
That's easy to fix though. He has a hunger drain, and same thing as Walter, his hair is very nappy. So after all that, I want to make him S tier so bad because he's my main. Actually, it's my opinion. He's S tier. He is S tier character. Next we have a man's Weber. Weber was the first character that I thought was a black character on this game before they had black characters. I used to count Weber as a black character. But anyway, that's not even important. So Weber, he can make his own spider home, which is weird because I think he's a male. Yeah, I think he's a male, but he over here making eggs and stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. He makes his own spider home. He can make as many as he wants. He can eat monster meat, unlike a bunch of these characters. And he friends spiders, obviously.
Let's roll, friends.
The con that he has is just the pigs don't mess with him. So I would put him as a C tier, honestly, because he's a good starting character. Don't think a C tier is bad. I think C tier is average. Like, if you're brand new to the game, I feel like you should use these C tier characters to start off with. So next we have Wendy, her pros, she got Casper the Friendly Ghost, her sister Abigail, and that's basically her pros. Anything with Abigail falls back on her ghost. So, well, her sister. Her cons is she has a damage reduction, and honestly, you can't even use Abigail in boss fights. So it's like she'll get pieced up easily. So I would put her
Bitch.
as C tier 2. She's a good starting character. Next, we have my man's Wes. Not too much to talk about with him, but his pros is he can make water balloons and he can friend cocoons with his balloons. His cons is he has a damage reduction, he has a hunger drain, and the balloons they really don't be making mobs attack him for real.
This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me.
I'll be running mobs through my balloons, and they just be walking past them like they're not even nothing, like they're just leaves in the wind. So, but at the end of that, I'll put them at D tier. Don't make fun of me because I put them as D tier. I know all these West fans, but I wouldn't even say D tier is bad because it's people play people how they want to. Next, we have Wicker Bottom. She don't even got cake at the back, but anyways, she can make stuff without even having a science machine. Stuff the science machine makes, she can make without having it. Second of all, she has all these books. I don't want to go through all the books, but she has like a tentacle book, an agriculture book, a sleeping book, a bird book. Can't think of anything else, but the books are very useful. Her cons is that she can't sleep, which I barely sleep on the game anyway. I rarely ever use the tents or any of those sacks. No, pause. And she doesn't like food that's not green. So if that junk's like spoiling, she ain't gonna like it. At the end of that, I would put her as C tier also. And next we have Wigfrit. Everybody should know what tier Wigfrit about to go to. She can make her own spear, make her own helmet, and she gets health and sanity upon killing things. Like, they made her too OP. They might as well just put hunger on that jump too. Make her have health, sanity, and hunger off of killing things. The only downfall is she only eats meat. So no green mushrooms or any of that good stuff. You know she going up there with the S tier. Next we have Willow. Willow was never a character that I loved to use. I just only used her like at the beginning when I first started playing this game. But with Don't Starve Together, she has her own lighter, which she can cook on it, which is pretty OP. She has this is the best part. She has her man's burning. You know, when you go insane, that boy turn into Mike Tyson, start piecing all the freaking shadow monsters that keep coming like mink, 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 mink. And then she's also fire resistant, which makes her good for like the summer. But her con is winter is rough on her, man. Winter is rough. And she also starts rando fires when she's getting crazy, so be careful of her. She's crazy. I would put her as a C tier. She's a good starting character. Next we have Mayman Wilson, the first character I've ever played. He don't bring too much, but he grows a beard, and he can make a meat effigy easy. His con is he don't bring nothing to the table. He's selfish. He only, everything he does is for himself. He only grows a beard. What's the team gonna do with your beard? They can make meat effigies, I guess. But he's also a good starting character. He has some good stats, low key. Next we have Winona. She got duct tape, you know, so you don't have to use a sewing kit. You know, if you got a hole in your shirt, just put a duct tape over the hole. Brand new. She also builds really fast, and she has spotlights and catapults. And her con is she builds slow when she's hungry, like slow as hell. Like it take an hour to make a campfire. And then I guess the gem usage to use her stuff, because my gems be going like real quick. So I would put her also as C tier. I know what y'all thinking. Oh, he got all these C tiers. It's not gonna be all these C tiers. So Next we have my man's Wolfgang. His pros is he turns into the Incredible Hulk. Like, this boy gets super ripped. He gets stronger, has deep defense, move speed. He's basically Superman and Hulk. Um, Especially because the only thing he has to do to get big quick is to eat roasted potatoes because that's his favorite food. So the cons is when he's hungry, he's weak as hell like Green Lantern.
The light show. Green Lantern's got this.
Because, you know, Green Lantern be getting pieced all the time. And when he's weak, he's going to get pieced all the time. But he's definitely S tier. Definitely S tier. Next, we have main man Woody. He has his were forms. That's pros. He's definitely an easy wood farm. And his axe also be flirting with him. That's a pro too. The only cons I think for him is like full moons. Like, you just be randomly chilling and full moon happens, especially underground. That's the worst time for full moon to happen because if you don't have no lantern or anything, it's pitch black. So I would say Woody, I would say he's a B tier low key. But he's not bad at all. Next we have main man Wormwood, OP. So he can plant seeds anywhere. He can make his own armor, which is probably the best armor in the game, honestly, to me, because it has the crowd control effect. And then he can make his own tooth trap joints. Those are pretty OP. And he has his own living logs. He can just farm. The only thing that's bad about him, honestly, is he can't heal from any foods that he eat. He has to use like healing salve and all that, his own healing stuff and poop. And he's also hella flammable. So beware if you just start catching on fire out of nowhere when another character smoking a cigarette. But after all that talk, I feel like he's definitely B tier. Oh, you trying to pass my man Woody? He definitely B tier. Next we have Wartox. He was probably the best DLC character on the game, because this man has instant transmission.
He's gone.
So he thinks he's Goku or something. And he also can heal. Not only heal himself, he can heal his team by dropping the souls on the ground. And basically every time he gets a kill, he's getting double the food. He's getting whatever they drop and a soul. His cons is that regular food gives him less hunger. And then the other thing is everybody hates him. So I'm not trying to say he the DT of Don't Starve, but if you know what DT mean, you hip. But I'm gonna put him as S tier. He's definitely S tier. Wirt I was using for a while because I actually really liked her, but the pros on her is she can have her own army.
Better hand over all your trinkets, mate, or it's about to get a right bit deadly, in it, bruv.
Which everybody loved. I had my own hood when I was using Wirt. And second of all, she can make her own king, which is, he's actually kind of trash, but I guess if you want a seaweed farm, that's your man's. When you make your king, their strength goes up and all that other stuff, so that's good. And she moves fast in Swamp Turf. And she don't drop items when she's wet. And the last thing is obviously she friends Merm, so that's kind of obvious. The only cons for real is she can only eat fruit and veggies, and the pigs hate her. So that's not bad. I would say Wirt. Y'all sleep on Wirt. Wirt is actually A tier. Wirt is actually A tier to me. So now we got our last man, WX. I never liked WX because I don't know, I just don't like him. I used to always think he's a black character too before all this other stuff. But his pros is he eats gears. Those are like the best thing. I think it's 15 gears to get him to his best form, which is better than any character on this game. Excuse me. And he'll eat like rotting food, like red food, and it won't have really effect on him. His cons is that he takes water damage, which is weak as hell. And then another thing is he's weak as hell if you don't eat the gears. Like, who's not gonna eat the gears when you're using WX, honestly? So I would put him I would put him.
Carlos, hurry up!
I'll close my eyes. All right, we got him as S tier. So this is my list. So I'm gonna give y'all a good like second to look at it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did pretty good on this thing, and I feel like you should just leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments on here, I'm more than willing to comment back on your opinions, or tell me your opinions on my list, or what did I did wrong, or what did I forget to add.